This new bill comes just one day before Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer will deliver her second State of the State address outlining her priorities for the next year.
And ahead of the speech, 7 Action News reporter Brian Abel takes a look back at the promises made in her first one and if they've been met.
Let's get it done and let's fix the damn roads.
Applause then, but a year later, roads are the prominent priority where progress has eluded the Whitmer administration. The partisan fight to find funding to fix them poisoned much of the governor's paramount priorities promised in her first State of the Union speech, including her pledge to continue the culture
that was created by the last administration. And I give kudos to Governor Snyder. Budgets got done before a break happened. We are going to stick to that.
The budget did not get done before the break. In fact, I think that was one of the most contentious, if not the most contentious, executive legislative relations points of the whole year.
David Dulio, Oakland University political science professor and co-author of the book Michigan Government, Politics and Policy, explains that there shouldn't have been an expectation that former Governor Rick Snyder's status quo would carry over.
Governor Snyder was working with a friendly legislature. Governor Whitmer has got divided government.
That dichotomy has derailed many proposals offered last February.
Let's expand FOIA to my office and to yours. We need to expand Elliott Larson's Civil Rights Act to include protections for the LGBTQ community. It is time for Michigan to join the 16 states that have passed hands-free laws to keep
our roads and our kids safe. Let's make it happen in Michigan. Is that a sign of how partisan the Michigan legislature is, that something that would seem as simple and
easy
frivolous
to do? Really? We can't get together and do that?
The success of at least one proposal impacting the classroom might not be known until well after the governor's tenure.
I'm announcing a new statewide goal of increasing the number of Michiganders between the ages of 16 and 64 with a post-secondary credential to 60% by 2030.
According to the independent Lumina Foundation, that number currently sits at 45%. Do you think it will be difficult in this upcoming speech for the governor to point to progress made on her priorities from year one?
I think she can find things that have been accomplished and certainly point to those, as she should. There are, just because they weren't part of the State of the State priorities from 2019 doesn't mean that they shouldn't be applauded in 2020.
Some of those accomplishments include criminal justice and car insurance reform. But it all comes back to that glaring campaign slogan of fixing the roads, and a question yet to be answered.
The question is, do we have the wisdom to put partisanship aside and get the job done for the people we serve?
Brian Abel, 7 Action News.
Governor Whitmer's office is responding with a statement that reads in part, Governor Whitmer had to make tough decisions to make sure families have access to the critical services they rely on every day. Going forward, and as always, the governor remains ready to work with the legislature when they want to get things done that will benefit the people of Michigan.
Governor Whitmer's second State of the State address in Lansing is tomorrow, January 29th, 7 p.m. You can catch it right here on 7 or watch the live stream on the 7 app and at WXYZ.com. You'll also be able to watch her deliver the Democratic response to President Trump's State of the Union address on February 4th.